Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in Tacoma, Washington, where we find the frauditor known as Inland Auditing Media as he harasses a quote-unquote public servant at the Washington Historical Society. And, well, his disgusting behavior leads to a FOIA request denied, and the police also are called in because, you know, this guy is just such a disgusting human being. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this freaking S show on the road, shall we?
Alright, here we are. Looks like they are not open yet, so we got that closed. We have to go around to the other side. Yeah. Wow. Okay. This is already seeming pretty suspicious right here.
Oh yeah, it seems real suspicious that a government building is shut down at a certain point in the day. It kind of makes you wonder that maybe you decided to plan this to coincide with their non-operational hours. I mean, you know, you frauditors do that kind of thing occasionally, where you just walk up on a building and they seem to be closed, and then you look at the time or the day, and it's a day and time where they're not open. Yeah, kind of makes you wonder.
5 minutes later.
Wow, so yeah, definitely huge public records request issues here. They're saying for researchers you have to set an appointment, but I'm not here for research. I'm here to do a public records request.
Wow! You're an idiot!
Oh my god, you are a freaking moron, dude. You do realize looking at public records is essentially a form of research? I guess it's all very confusing for you, doofus, because, you know, you're not very well educated, obviously. I mean, you've never done a day of research, actual research in your life. I mean, did you do any in high school? Or did you even, bother to stick around for high school? Did you drop out and just say to hell with it? I don't want to do any research on these records they want me to look up and everything like that. Yeah, kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is really obvious really quick. They have to be also open for at least 30 hours a week in accordance with RCW 42.56.090 for inspection times. Tuesday through Thursday, 12:30 to 4:30 is not complying with that. And you cannot compel scheduling on those inspections. You also can't compel scheduling for making public records requests. Yes, please. I need to make a public records request, actually.
Say again?
I need to make a public records request.
You need to call for an appointment.
Okay, so...
And you need to take your mask off.
I'm sorry, what?
Or not.
I don't go around to other grown men and ask them to take their clothes off. I'd politely...
I don't talk to men with masks and cameras.
You work for the society?
I do believe that's a yes.
Okay. So there's a whole bunch of problems here right now, man.
There is?
Yeah, one, you're literally required by statute to be open 30 hours a week for inspections. So I also need to make a public records request. Nothing in the Public Records Act says you have to schedule a public records request.
Well, you're going to have to schedule one now.
So you're going to refuse it. So I'll tell you what, Victor, I'm going to make it to you orally and in person right now. 4414-03006 makes that clear. You can accept it, but if you don't do it within 5 days, at least respond back to me in accordance with Section 520. There will be consequences.
Sue me.
So that's your position.
Sue me.
All right, I'm going to make a request for
you do that.
All records responsive to Section 90 of the Public Records Act and how the society complies with that.
Sue me.
There are a couple things that I want to address right now. First of all, it is how you stretch the truth on the operational hours of this establishment right here. If you go and take a look at this schedule right here, you will notice right here that this building's operations hours do have a day off, and that is on Monday. My guess is that you knew this and you decided to, well, take advantage of that fact and make some content for your pathetic little YouTube channel. So of course you decide to lie about that. I mean, it's only natural coming from a frauditor. And then there's the matter of, well, they're not going to do public records requests. Well, if you look right here on their website, this is as easy as it can get. All you gotta do is follow the directions right here. But no, you have a hard time reading, don't you? Or you just don't like looking at websites now, do you?
Okay, and I want that sent to anonymous citizen WA at protonmail.com.
You got it.
You want that going to Pierce County Superior Court? Is that seriously where you want this to go?
Go for it. Do what you feel you got to do.
How come you're being so incalcitrant?
Do what you feel you've got to do.
Victor, how come you're being so incalcitrant? You're a servant and you're not behaving like one.
Call me a servant again.
Or what? Oh, I'm telling you, don't go down that road with me.
Call me a servant again.
And what? And what?
As I said, do what you got to do.
And what? Are you threatening me?
You take that as you want to, man.
You are a servant.
Take that as you want to.
You are a servant. Don't you ever threaten me. You get inside and you figure out this problem. You come back out when you have it solved.
Have a good day.
Okay?
Do what you got to do.
Don't you ever threaten me again. You are a servant, and you'll start acting like one if I have to go one round.
Security 10.
Another disgusting aspect of frauditors, they think that just because you are a public servant automatically means that you are a slave and that they should bow down and kiss their boots. This is rather disgusting behavior right here on the part of this frauditor right here, because slavery was abolished well over a century ago, and that's essentially what he thinks this guy is, that he's a slave and he has no rights. Well, that couldn't be further than the truth, you nitwitted frauditor. This behavior is so disgusting to me at this point that I'm only going to listen to a few more minutes of it before I just jump ahead to when the cops show up and he still gets denied a FOIA request.
You understand?
No, I don't.
I think you're getting way too big for your britches, sir.
And you
way too big. I don't understand. I don't think you understand what mountain you're climbing right now.
Security 1, security 10.
Fat and old ain't combat skills, man. You get it? Do you get that?
I have an extremely hostile individual.
Yeah, because of you threatening me.
Nobody's threatening you.
How dare you threaten me?
Now this frauditor spends the next 15 minutes berating and belittling this man for doing his job. Now let's just go ahead and skip to the point where the cops show up and see how that works out for this douchebag.
15 minutes later.
As a Washington State resident,
I'm not letting anyone in my building, especially if they're wearing a mask.
There we go. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a public records request. I'm absolutely allowed to do that. I'm sure you know that. He is refusing this. I've got him not only being incalcitrant, but repeatedly refusing to accept it. Now, obviously, I can't make him take the records request, but I don't know why Mr. Melton here is refusing to comply with the records request. Then when I asked him, or when I told him he's a servant, and that is what servants are supposed to do, is aid members of the public, he implied a threat on me.
Call me a servant again.
Or what? Oh, I'm telling you, don't go down that road with me.
Call me a servant again.
And what? He said, call me servant one more time. His body posture, his tonal inflections, and everything about what he was doing seemed like he was about to escalate this to a physical encounter. Now, fortunately, it cooled down a little bit. You're still being rude, but that's not a crime.
And I think you're overdoing it.
No, I think you knew what you were doing, and you need to stop, and you need to behave. You understand? I'm getting tired of this.
Hey, it looks like it's not going to get anywhere anyway, sir. So, if there's a way you can actually request, you know, if you want to.
Well, I have actually made it to an oral in person.
The number's on the door, sir, just like what he said. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure Mr. Milton's not the one who's going to provide you that request. It'll be somebody else.
Well, let me clarify. I want to be clear here. I'm not actually trying to get the records themselves.
Okay.
The state, any agency, could be Tacoma. I could request records from you right now as a police officer.
But I can't give it to you right now.
I
You understand that, right?
I understand that. But what I'm saying is you would take the request, and then the city has.
I won't, sir. It's not my job to take the request.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
You see what I'm saying? It's not my job to take that request, sir.
Okay.
That's not part of what I do.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll submit an oral in-person public records request as well to you, Officer of Villa Cruz.
Yes, sir.
For your body-worn camera and your partner's body-worn camera for today, sent to anonymous citizen w@protonmail.com. Sure. Section 520 of the Public Records Act gives you 5 days to respond. You yourself are not the one that has to actually fulfill it.
That's right.
You need to let your public records officer for the city of Tacoma know, or their designee for your department.
Okay.
So that's all I'm asking here. Obviously, I can't, as I've said many times now, I can't force him to take the request. He can obviously violate the law and then pay for that. You can do that with your smug assured. I have to give you credit, man. You're very confident in your failings right now. I mean, if nothing else, I'm impressed with the confidence. But nonetheless, I would like to make sure at the same time I do get that submitted to the Tacoma Police Department for your body-worn camera.
Sure. You could request for it, sir.
Yeah, and I just made it to you. 4414-03006 is found in the administrative codes. Allows me to do it to you in person and orally.
Oh yeah, don't even bother to include all the other facts of how you treated him and how you believe that public servants are slaves. In fact, that's how you acted throughout that initial encounter, and to be perfectly honest, throughout that entire encounter. You know, there's an old saying, you attract more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. And boy, you had the vinegar coming out of your mouth today. No wonder the flies don't even want to come around you. There's nothing sweet about you. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video with a walk of shame for him. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage, shall we?
Could be some groundbreaking stuff right here.
You don't want to go to jail.
For what?
You read this.
I don't have to listen to
Read it.
anything. Blah, 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 blah.
Dude, so there's no way I can get in, bro? Come on, I'll put you on my YouTube.
But shut up, Wesley.
You gotta put signs up, ma'am, if it's...
Are you Glenn Serio?
Who's that?